On today's show, Urban Roots prepares dinner for us, and we'll talk about a small-town weekend in El Reno.
Plus, the perfect gift for Father's Day, it's a golf guidebook. We'll tell you all about it. This is Oklahoma Live.
From our studios in Oklahoma City, this is KSBI's Telly Award-winning Oklahoma Live. Here are your hosts, Abby Broyles and Drew Schroeder. Oklahoma Live starts now.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to Oklahoma Live on this lovely Monday. You know, I'm so excited to have Urban Roots here because they were just on the Food Network not too long ago, and we were talking about it, so it's great to have them in studio.
I can't wait. They were on Restaurant Impossible, which I'm a big fan of that show. Robert Irvine came to town, and I was saying the day after the show, they were the nicest couple I've ever seen on that TV show, so I'm so glad that she's here.
Yeah.
Going to cook for us today. Some fish and grits today. I'm looking forward to it.
Fish and grits. I've never had a grit. Ever.
You've never had a grit? Everyone makes fun of me because I'm from up north, and they think that people from up north don't like grits, but I'm like one of the biggest fans of grits. I love
There you go.
grits.
Well, I'm excited. I will get to experience some grits today.
Ooh,
also,
your first time. We got a first timer here.
First timer in the house. Big game tonight.
Yes.
Let's just talk right into it.
Western Conference Finals, Game 1 this evening from San Antonio. 8 o'clock start time. Thunder versus the Spurs. This is it. You win this, you go to the championship game, and so we'll see. Obviously, long series, best-of-7 series, so it all kicks off today at 8 o'clock. And, of course, the big news is no Serge Ibaka.
This is such a bummer. Of course, we found out last week that he has a calf injury to his left calf and won't be back the rest of the season.
Now, that's what the Thunder are saying, but there are some players, and one of the reporters there in San Antonio is actually talking about it, tweeted a couple times after talking to some of the Spurs players. They don't actually believe it. Here's what a couple of them said. Parker said he's not convinced. I don't believe it. I'll believe it when I see it. And then Leonard also said, sounds like the Spurs are preparing to play without him regardless of reports of his injury. So they may think it's like a smokescreen. Serge Ibaka is not going to play, but then guess what? Superman comes out and starts playing. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he's out.
I don't, you know, it seemed a little weird to me because a calf injury isn't one of those that keeps you out for a month, not usually. So they said he's not expected to play the rest of the playoffs, which means the door is open that he may be able to come back at some point.
It makes me nervous, though, because over the last 5 years, the Thunder has only played without Serge 3 times.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
And what stinks is, you know, before the series started, Greg Popovich, the coach of the Spurs, was actually saying Serge Ibaka is the one that he fears the most, that he has nightmares about, just the way he plays against the San Antonio Spurs. So I'm sure they're very relieved that he's not going to be playing. And even if somehow he gets into it later on in the season, he's still not going to be at 100%.
No, he's not. And you know what, though? I mean, he's such a great defensive player. I'm just kind of nervous about who's going to step in for him and everything. Hopefully, Kevin Adams and Nick Collison.
I know. We'll have to see what happens. You know, the big guy from New Zealand, Steven Adams, is like one of my new heroes.
Yeah, he's 7 feet tall.
I know,
you
isn't it awesome?
Raise your hand.
Yeah, I just love that guy. So it's going to be very exciting. But, you know, on Friday we had our wedding, so we didn't really get a chance to talk about it, and we didn't get a chance to say goodbye to Blake Griffin.
Oh, Blake Griffin. Well, we have a parting picture for you. This is the many faces of Blake Griffin that we saw throughout the playoffs.
Yeah.
His looks of disgust and anger. I don't see any of joy.
No,
Mostly
there is
he's
no.
mad.
It's all like, they're all just looks of, what's going on? I've been wronged. What's happening?
That's funny. I've been wronged. I'm Blake Griffin. Don't you know who I am?
That was a foul. That guy came within 2 feet of me. That's a foul.
What? Flopping? Me? What?
I am going to miss seeing Blake Griffin pull our players to the ground and then lay there and say it was a foul.
Yeah. Look, he got me. What's going on?
How on earth he got through a whole series not being called for that? I don't know.
So
oh, well.
Goodbye, Blake.
Bye. Enjoy the off-season.
Have a nice summer out there in sunny California.
That's
and we'll let you know how the championships
We'll keep playing. We definitely will keep playing. So we need to talk about cars, too, which later on in the show, we're going to talk about El Reno having a big antique car festival and some pretty fancy cars you can go see. But check this out. This is actually from Enid. There is going to be a big auction going on. And it's over 200 cars that have been hidden for 61 years.
Oh, my gosh.
Basically, Oliver Jordan is the guy's name. He ran a salvage business there outside of Enid from 45 to 1953. And then there was a zoning dispute. He was not going to put up with it. So basically, he shut her down. And these cars have been just wasting away for all this time. Most of the cars are from the 30s and 40s. There's a rare 1917 Maxwell in there as well. And car and antique aficionados are going nuts. So they're going to start auctioning them off June 7th. As you can see, they're not exactly in good shape.
No, they need to be painted.
Yeah. They're kind of rusty.
They're a little rusty, but that's okay. Have you ever been to a car auction?
I have not, no.
I've been to, I think I've been to like one car auction, and it's kind of cool. I mean, the people out there who just really know their stuff, and they get out there, and they'll stand in line, wait forever, and then bid crazy amounts of money on cars. I would be like, all right.
Yeah, like a big rusty old one, like one of those.
Exactly,
I know.
Yeah.
But they say they can be used for parts. You know, people who are rebuilding those cars, they haven't seen a lot of those. There were like 6 made in the entire world, and one of them is there in that lot that's been sitting out there. So it's going to be pretty fascinating.
I'm surprised. No, I mean, this just now came to fruition that they're doing this auction.
Well, he passed away, and then his wife recently passed away, which means grandson has taken it all over and kind of got them together. And when that kind of thing happens, it's like, okay, I don't know what to do with these cars. Time to sell them off. So they're going to go up for auction. And hopefully someone will get a good deal with them.
Yeah, hopefully so. Well, did you watch any movies over the weekend?
No, we haven't gotten out. But I know Godzilla was like the big one. My wife and I kept wondering, like, why would you make another Godzilla movie?
Yeah.
Well, because it made $93 million. That's why.
There you go. That's a good reason.
Yeah, that one rocked. The remake of Godzilla was huge. Over $100 million worldwide as well. So it's already almost $200 million. Coming up in second place was Neighbors again with $26 million. Third place was Amazing Spider-Man. But then fourth place was the new one, like you just saw, $1 Million Arms, starring John Hamm. Kind of bombed. It only made $10.5 million this weekend.
Surprised Disney involved in that one.
Yeah, usually those Disney sports movies, you know, give a good guy cry. But I guess people were just more interested in other stuff.
That's right. Yeah, I want to see Neighbors. I really want to see Neighbors. And who's in that?
Seth Rogen.
And Zac Efron.
Yes, Zac Efron. Yeah.
So I want to go see that.
I know all you ladies want to go see Zac Efron.
Zac Efron is like younger than me. That's just wrong.
I've heard his shirt is off in it, so.
I saw that in the previews. I sure did.
Well, coming up here next, my shirt will stay on.
Thank
but
goodness.
We have a great acoustic guitar performance on our live stage.
Who will also be keeping his shirt on. Tanner Miller's next on KSBI.